Hmm. All right, we are live. All right, everybody. I apologize. 30 seconds. I didn't think I was live yet. Welcome to episode number 7 of the Fat Loss and Fitness Secrets Show. Today, I'm going to be talking about the number one thing that you should focus on once you make the decision to start losing weight, shedding fat, and getting into better shape. So, those of you who are tuning in who have no idea who the heck I am or what I'm about, my name is Corey. I am your fat loss and I am also your fitness expert. For those of you who have never heard of me, I am a former fat kid who not only conquered all of my own fat loss struggles, but I've also had the opportunity of working with almost 2,500 other people as they completely transform their bodies through my brick and mortar fitness studios and my online coaching program. If you are joining me live today, I see we've got a few people live today. Please say something in the comments, say hi, let me know you are here. And if you are catching this episode at a later time, comment replay so I know when this episode is reaching you and I can hopefully publish these and record these at a time that works better for everybody. So today's question comes from Anne Marie, and she is in Rochester, New York, so not too far from where I live in relation to the entire country. And her question is, I'm just getting started and I want to lose about 25 pounds. What's the best thing I can do as I'm just getting started? So when you make the decision to start your fitness journey and you want to shed fat, whether that's 10 pounds, 25 pounds like Anne Marie is shooting for, or you've got a number that's bigger than that, maybe it's 50 pounds or 100 or more, I want you to think about this. If you were to hop in your car and you were to start driving and you didn't have a gas gauge, how would you know when it's time to fill up? Or how would you know when you're about to run out of gas? You wouldn't know, right? Because you don't have anything that's giving you information and feedback to know if you've got enough gas or if you're about to run out. So that's the analogy that I'm using right now for what if you're not eating enough food? What if you're not logging your food and you have no idea if you're eating too much food and you have no idea if you're eating too little? Because if you do both of those things, the first one, if you're eating too much food, you're probably going to gain weight and you're definitely not going to be losing weight. And if you're eating too little when it comes to food, then yeah, you might get some results in the beginning, but what's going to happen after a while is your body and your metabolism is going to adapt, and those results, which may have been pretty good in the beginning when you really cut your calories way down and you cut your food intake way down, that's going to come to a screeching halt as soon as your body and your metabolism adapt to the amount of food that you are eating. And from there, you've got two options. You can take away more food, and that's eventually going to lead to a crash because you can only go so far, right? Once you take away too much food, you're going to snap because you're a human and you need to eat. And you're going to go back probably to what you were doing before. And because your body has adapted and your metabolism has slowed down so much, you're going to put all that weight back on, and you're probably going to put it on fairly quickly. The other option that you can do is you can gradually increase your calories strategically to get your metabolism back up to where it should be, back up to maintenance level. So what is that number for you? Well, if you Google BMI Calculator, there's a lot of them out there, and you plug your information in. So your height, your age, your weight, your sex, and then you're going to plug in also your activity level. How active are you? And it's going to spit out a number, an estimate. And that estimate is going to be, as long as the information that you entered is accurate, that estimate is going to be pretty good. That's where you should be based on your goal. So if your goal is maintenance and it says that your number is, let's just say 2,000 calories, then that's where you should be able to eat 2,000 calories and not have to worry about gaining weight. But a lot of people aren't at that number. A lot of people are well below where they should be because of the past dieting history and the past behaviors. So I know I'm going off on a little tangent here, But the first thing that you should do is start tracking your food right from the beginning. And there's a variety of reasons why you should do that. Number one, it's going to give you self-accountability. As you're logging your foods, you're going to see exactly what's going into your body. You're going to know how many calories you're eating, how much protein you're eating, how many carbs and fats you're eating, so that you can get a good idea of where you are. Now, that said, you also need to know where you should be at the end of each day. So you do have to have that goal. So that's where that calorie calculator comes in handy. Assuming that your metabolism is functioning the way that it should, then you're going to base your number below that. You want to cut it down by 250, 500, maybe even 750 if you want to be really, really aggressive for a short period of time. So as you're logging your food, you got that information. It gives you the self-accountability so that you know if you're going to be making progress towards your goal on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. If you just try to guess, so a lot of people I talk to every single day, I'll ask them, are you tracking your food? And people will say, I'm trying to, or sometimes. The problem with trying to or sometimes is they don't work. You got to log all your foods if you want to have an accurate depiction of all of the food that you are eating and all the calories that you are taking in. That information is going to also allow you to make decisions in the future. So if you're not losing weight and you're not tracking your food, then what are you going to base your decisions on? You're not going to have any idea of what you should be doing because you haven't been giving yourself all of that data and all of that information. So when you are just getting started out, the number one thing that you should do is absolutely track your food. Are you going to be perfect at it from the beginning? No, it's a skill just like any other skill. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, and the more efficient you're going to become with it as well, meaning that it's not going to be this task that takes you 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. I think that when people start logging their foods or get the idea of logging their foods, they think that it's just going to take them an endless amount of time every day. And it's just this task that they don't want to do. But the reality is I still log my foods every day and it takes me 5 minutes a day. It doesn't take me any more than that. It's not something that's, a tedious task that completely messes up my day. I'm also going to leave you with one bonus tip for logging your food. So the big mistake that most people make when they log their foods is they track their food as they go throughout the day. If you don't have any goals, that's fine. You can log your food throughout the day. But if you do have a goal and you do want to shed fat, you do want to lose weight, you want to get the scale to go down, then you've got to have a calorie goal every day as well. So if you've got a calorie goal and you're logging your food throughout the day, then you're really rolling the dice, because what happens when you get to the end of the day and you are over your number and you haven't eaten dinner yet? Now you have to skip dinner. Or what if you're way under? Let's say that you're trying to gain weight and you are way under by 1,500, 2,000 calories. Now you've got to have this enormous meal at the end of the day. So what I tell a lot of my clients is treat it like a bank account. At the beginning of the day, you've got $1,500 or $1,700 or $2,000, however many calories you have that you're shooting for that day, and treat it like a bank account. You're trying to spend all of that money, but you don't want to go over it because you're going to get hit with some overage fees. Same idea with your calories. If you're trying to hit 1,700 calories, 1,500 calories, whatever your number is, if you're entering all of that information the night before, or as much as you possibly can the night before, then you're setting yourself up for success the next day, because you know what your breakfast is going to look like, what your lunch is going to look like, what your dinner is going to look like, and where you need to fill in any gaps, or if you've entered too much, where you need to sort of take some things away. And when you do it that way, you're going to be incredibly successful, much more successful than you would be if you log your foods throughout the day, or you forget and you have to go back and you didn't weigh your food and you have no idea how much you actually ate. So it's going to be a lot of guessing and piecing things together. And that's where a lot of people struggle when it comes to losing weight and tracking their food. So that's my tip for you today. I definitely went more than 5 minutes. Track your food right from the beginning and make sure you've got a goal that you're trying to hit as far as your calories. Log your food, the night before, and you'll be much more successful. If you gained any value from this, please do me a favor. Share this video with somebody who you think would benefit from it. Tag somebody in the comments, hit the like button, hit the love button, put a comment down below. Let me know that you gained some value from it. I look forward to joining you tomorrow, and I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.